Hey everybody, how it's going? I'm Sumit, and today we are going to solve another interview problem, that is reverse a linked list using stack. Okay, so given a linked list, we have to write a function to reverse the linked list, and we have to use stack. Okay, so it's a straightforward problem. Let's say, for example, we have a linked list 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So our output should be reverse of that. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so let's solve this problem. Let's say we have a linked list 1, 2, 3, 4, and head is pointing to the first node and 4 is pointing to null. That is the last node. Okay, so we'll have to use a stack, and we know the stack is last in, first out. Okay, so let's say this is our stack, right? So first thing what we'll do is we'll iterate this linked list and insert all the nodes in the stack. So we'll insert 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So 1 is pointing to 2, 2 is pointing to 3, 3 is pointing to 4, and 4 is pointing to null. Right. Now we'll take two more references. Let's call it as new head. So this will be the head for reverse linked list and current. Okay, initially both are pointing to null. Okay, now we'll start popping out nodes from the stack. So first we'll pop out 4. Okay, and we'll check if the new head is null. If yes, point it to 4, and same with the current. If the current is null, point it to 4. Okay, now hereafter we'll not touch the head, we'll use only current, right? So the next node is 3, so we'll pop out 3. Now what we'll do, current dot next is equal to 3. So current dot next points to 3, and we'll move the current to here. So now the current is pointing here, right? And the next node is 2, so we'll take out 2. Now we'll do current dot next, which is 3 dot next to 2. So we'll make 3 point to 2 and move the current here, right? And similarly, last node is 1, so we'll take out 1, and 2 will current dot next. So 2 will point to 1, move the current here, and 1 will point to null. Now, this is important. Okay, so every time we'll take out a node, right? We'll do that node dot next is equal to null. Okay, so when we take out this node and we'll add it here, we'll do 1 dot next is equal to null, right? And once the stack is empty, our list is prepared. So what we'll do, we'll return the new head, right? So let's go back to the problem. So let's quickly read these steps. Initialize a stack, iterate the linked list, insert all the nodes in the stack. Okay. Note that the last node in the linked list will be at the top of the stack. This node becomes the head of the linked list, right? Here, 4. Take out all the nodes from the stack, make the top node as head, and for rest of the node, keep adding to the head. Since the stack is last in first out, all the nodes will be added to the head in the reverse order. Return the head. Let's look at the Java code first. So this is the linked list node, data and next, right? And this is our function, reverse list. It takes head as an input. Okay, so we have two variable, new head and current. Both are pointing to null. This is our stack. We'll iterate the list and insert all the nodes in the stack. Okay. Now we'll take out the nodes from the stack, and what we'll do, we'll check if the new head is null. If yes, that means that's the first node which is uh, which we popped out from the stack. So make it as new head and current. So both are pointing to that node. And for rest of the nodes, do current dot next is equal to n and move the current to the next node, right? Now this is important. The node which is popped out, right? We set the next for that node to null, right? So for the last node, right, one dot next is equal to null. So we'll do this for all the nodes. This is to make sure that the last node in the linked list is pointing to null, right? Let's look at the Python code, pretty much similar. This is our node class, and this is our function, new head current stack, and add all the nodes to the stack. And now pop the node from the stack. If new head is none, new head will point to that node. Same with the current. And for rest of the nodes, do current dot next is equal to n, and current is equal to current dot next, right? And n dot next is equal to none. Okay. And I leave the link of this article in the description. Please visit if needed. And now we can mark this problem as completed. And please visit our website tutorialhorizon.com for more interview problems. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.